Hello, I'm Adrian and this is the first video in the series about databases and SQL. Throughout the series, I'm going to explain the most important concepts you need to use SQL for querying databases. But before we dive into SQL, we first need to teach you what databases are. If we look at the formal definition, a database is a structured set of data stored in a computer. Put simply, databases are computer programs which keep various information and allow you to browse it. But they can also do much more than that. Among other things, databases provide quick search capabilities so you can easily find the information you need, data validation so that you can be sure the data you enter is correct, parallel access so that many people can add or modify data at the same time, computation and aggregation so you can conveniently work with your data and create reports, access control so you can precisely define who can see which information. Databases are used in many industries. They are essential to any business which has to collect and handle large amounts of data. The product information of your favorite online shop is most probably kept in a database. In a similar way, your taxi company, your bank and your email provider most probably also use databases to store the data. We can divide databases into relational and non-relational databases. Here, we'll just focus on relational databases. Even if you're interested in non-relational databases, I'd still recommend you first learn to use the relational ones. The most popular relational databases on the market are Microsoft SQL Server, PostgreSQL, Oracle and MySQL. In relational databases, information is stored in tables, and one table represents one concept. For example, in your university's database, there will probably be one table with the subjects offered and another table with the lecturers that teach them. Just like in a regular table, database tables have columns and rows. Columns describe the kind of data we expect. For subjects, the columns could be IDs, names, faculties or lecturers' IDs. Rows in turn represent sets of data. Each university subject will be expressed as a single row. Wait, tables, rows, columns, rings a bell? That's right, database tables resemble Excel spreadsheets. In fact, they may seem almost identical to you. So why would you choose database tables over Excel spreadsheets? If you ever worked with a huge amount of data in Excel, you might have noticed how it slows down. At a certain point, you won't be even able to work with a spreadsheet that contains too much data. Databases, in turn, are ready to store massive amounts of information. Their performance is much better. Databases also keep a clearly defined structure of your tables. In an Excel spreadsheet, you can put any kind of information into any cell. In a database, in turn, each table has a fixed set of columns. Some of them can be obligatory, some of them optional. The database also keeps track of what can be entered into a given column and what not. You won't be able to insert letters into a numerical column, for instance. There is one more important feature of relational databases. They keep track of the connections between tables. If you have a table with university subjects and another one with lecturers, you can instruct your database to make sure that each subject is connected to a single lecturer. The database will then warn you when you enter a non-existing lecturer for a new subject, or when you want to delete a lecturer while there are still some courses the lecturer teaches. That's a very powerful feature which helps maintain data integrity. So much for a quick introduction into databases. In the next video, we'll explain what SQL actually is and why it's so popular. Now click subscribe and let's learn SQL together.